No, definitely it's not going to work because CARICOM come with a plan without consulting the Asian people, but only talking to the same old guys that drove the country where it is now. It's the same names, the same organizations with no popular support. I don't know why the international community want to take that path, but it's clear for everyone living here in Haiti that we're not going anywhere with those kind. Just they are the same guys that were working with Ariel Henry for 3 years.
Hmm.
They are the same guys that were in 2004 that seized power after Aristide's departure. And the only thing they did is exemption of taxes. So those guys don't talk and don't represent the people of Haiti. So everybody knows it's not going anywhere.
So you think the chaos will just continue and this solves absolutely nothing?
But I think we will still have popular demonstrations on the streets because no one is going to accept that. CARICOM has no legitimacy to do what it's doing. And the people that they chose, they have no popular support, no popular legitimacy, nothing. So it will fail.
So look, let's talk a little about the gangs, which I think is a big topic that the CARICOM agreement ignored. You have talked about amnesty for the gangs. I mean, why would you grant amnesty to gang members?
History has taught us whenever a country is where Haiti is now, because we have very big security problems because of the armed people in the streets, those youngsters, armed by the government, armed by political parties, because those guys, they are very poor. Where would they find those weapons? Where would they find the money to buy weapons, to buy ammunitions? So they put them there. They are, for me, they are victims of the society, victims of the system. And now there are too many with too much power. I think the states should do what other states have done before, like France. They did it in France with Lady Donut that Henry IV signed. They did it in United States with Jimmy Carter. They did it in South Africa with Mandela. They did it everywhere, a lot of places. Even in Salvador, Bukele had to do it to find some kind of peace. Peace has no price, and I think we should, and it's in the interest of Haiti that we offer them amnesty. But amnesty doesn't mean impunity. Amnesty means you will have a commission of truth. Those youngsters should tell us. Everyone should know where those guns come from, who financed them, who gave them ammunitions, why they kill all those innocent people, why they kidnap all those innocent people. And then we'll have the commission for justice. They will be punished. Justice will be served. And after that, if they cooperate with the states, helping us, because what we want is that kind of problems not to come back again. So
Mm.
we will consider to pardon them. And after the pardon is reconciliation, because we have to be able to live together here in Haiti in peace, in harmony. But first of all, I have to say it's not only for the gangs. The gangs are not the real problem for Haiti now. It's the big guys that call themselves prime ministers, president that stole everything. They've been stealing everything for too long. Do you know that they just stole $9 billion in less than 10 years? The money that Hugo Chavez gave us with Petrocaribe and the money that the international community gave us after the earthquake, they stole everything. They haven't done anything. So misery is hard, and people is just sitting in Washington or sitting in Haiti or in France, in Paris, and think they understand the problems. But how
Hmm.
can they understand it? Because they're not living the reality, the situation. Misery is not easy. So those young people, for me, we have to give them a second chance if they accept to collaborate, to tell us who financed them, who gave them the weapons, and to give us the weapons back so we can have peace. And then we have to invest all we can in the ghettos, in the poor neighborhood. We have to help them. We have to build hospitals, schools, universities. We have to give them other path, other way, because life is not easy in Haiti. It's 98% in an abject misery, while 2% living like kings. I wonder how they can do that. Sometimes someone should feel ashamed to be rich and happy in the midst of so much misery.
Hmm. Do you think that that's part of what we're all missing about this story, that that the real that the center of this story is that Haitians are sick of an elite that has driven this country into the ground, that has exploited this country into nothingness, and that's what we're seeing. I mean, do you think that that's central to this story?
Yeah, I think it's misery and that. Yeah, it's no one wants those kind of elite to keep on ruling. They haven't done
Hmm.
anything. They haven't created wealth. We're in total misery here in Haiti. So people is tired. It's been too long, and we want to take another path, and we would like to ask the international community to help us toward this new path. But the international community seems they don't understand the reality. They don't understand anything about Haiti. They just receive some kind of reports from their embassies, from their friends in Haiti, or those friends belong to the elite that tell them this is what they think, who is good, who is bad. They come here with some cliches and decide according to those reports who's good, who's bad, and every time they commit the same mistake. This time, please help us make them understand that we're not enemies. We don't hate them. We just want them to understand that we Haitians now we want to live with a little bit of dignity, of decency. We need their help. We need a quality help, not those bags of rice or beans. No, not that helps. We need a good and quality help. Please tell them that for us.
Yeah. So look, I think I've lived in South Africa. I've reported in Kenya and Rwanda, and 7 years I spent in Africa, and I think one of the things about the gangs that I think is very difficult, right, is that in Haiti is they've been ruthless to people. I've been at the displacement camps and heard those stories. They've killed and they've raped, civilians. Do you think getting the elite is enough? Do you think that would be enough justice?
No, those guys that kill, that kidnap, those guys that made all those atrocities, they should pay, and they will
Okay.
pay. But at the same time, the people that are investing in this chaos, we have to stop them too. Because even though you kill all those leaders now, the system will create other leaders.
Hmm.
That's what they've been doing for too long, forever. We have to solve the problem with those little gangs in the streets, but we also have to stop it in the head.
So, I
And
mean, go ahead.
and I would like to tell you that corruption is the real problem.
Hmm.
Misery is the real problem. It's a social problem. We have to face it. We have to acknowledge it and take the steps to reduce misery, to reduce corruption, to eliminate corruption. But it seems that no one care. They just see those guys doing. Why those young people take this path when they know in 1, 2, or 3 years they will be killed? Why they want to go to this suicidal path? It's because they have no other option. It's because the biggest gang in Haiti is the state of Haiti itself. It's the president, the prime minister, the ministers, the elite. They are the worst gangs in Haiti. And it's the truth. Everybody know that.
Hmm. I I wonder. I mean, look, I think it's no secret that you want to become president of Haiti. What makes what legitimacy do you have to lead?
I'm telling you, I only have 3 months here. I was kidnapped by American soldiers while I was a sitting senator. They violate national and international laws because they wanted to silence me because I was telling the truth. They accused me with no proof, with no evidences. They forced us to accept their plea agreement. I wrote a lot of letters. I wrote to NPR too, to everyone to tell them my case. That's what they did to me. The only legitimacy I think I have now is the popular support. No one can ignore it. My countrymen, my people accept my message. And you can make any poll, and you will see more than 80% of Haitians accept that kind of lead. Why the international community doesn't want it? Why they think they can say, okay, Mr. Philippe, you've been to prison, you cannot be president. Didn't Mandela went to prison for terrorists? Didn't Hugo Chavez? Didn't Lula? Didn't Petro in Colombia went to prison? Aren't they great leaders? Aren't they friends of America and friends of everyone? So why they think here in Haiti, my people doesn't have the right to decide what kind of leaders they want and they need?
Hmm.
I've
And
been
I think
kidnapped.
that's another part of the problem, right? That people haven't been allowed to choose their leader. Haitians have not been allowed to choose their leaders.
That's true.
Yeah.
So if we fail today, America failed because Americans decide who's going to be prime minister in Haiti. You cannot be chief of police if the American embassy don't choose you. It's the truth. Everybody knows it. So now if we have this kind of insecurity problem, the security problems, America, France and Canada should ask themselves, what is happening? Are we in the bad path? They should accept that they were wrong and change it for the better for the best for everyone.
So what do you make of barbecue, of Jimmy Cherizet? I mean, does he remind you a little about yourself?
I've never been involved in gang things. I've never been involved in taking arms against my own people, in kidnapping. All my life, I was a chief of police. I was a senator. All my life, I've been fighting for the poor and the weak. All my life, I wanted to have a fair Haiti where everyone can live with some kind of dignity. School for kids, hospital for the needed, women rights. That's my fight. Why you think? Ask yourself, why some guys that they just condemned for 7 years in prison, that spent 7 years in prison, why in 3 months all these people are following him? Why Haitians love me?
Hmm. But you know what you've just said about fighting for the poor. I mean, that is what barbecue has been talking about. No.
I fight for the poor and the weak in the right way, in the legal way.
Okay, I see.
And my
So,
revolution, the revolution I'm talking about, I said it since the beginning, it's a peaceful revolution.
hmm. So you don't believe in, I mean, I look, here's what I think someone would say. I think someone would say, look, these guys, they're gangs and they're ruthless, but guess what? They managed to make the prime minister say he was going to resign. They accomplished something that a lot of talk in Haiti had not accomplished. So you don't believe in that, in the actions that they took to pressure this into happening.
I don't believe in violence. I mean, I believe in dialogue, and I believe that if we have good governance, if we reduce poverty and misery, we can have a better Haiti. That's my fight.
Hmm. And so if you're the guy leading this dialogue, do you think you can get these gangs, which there's so many of them, they fractured and it's a mess. Do you actually think you can dialogue with them? Or is it going to be a Bukele type thing that you're just, is it ruthless or is it right? Or is there a dialogue there?
Who said that Bukele is ruthless? I think he's done a great job. I think he's doing a great job in Salvador. Peace have no price.
He threw 70,000 people in jail.
Tell me, how many innocent America killed in Iraq or Afghanistan? So
Sure.
America is ruthless?
Yes, it is.
Peace have no price. If every country, every state has to pay a price to have peace. If those gangs, if those kids, if those young people doesn't want to lay down their weapons, they have to be forced to do it.
Wow. So you would say if what you have to do is what Bukele did, you go that route.
I said I like his style. But
Okay.
first of all, we have to give the youngsters a way to lay down their weapons. We have to tell them we will give them a better country. Please lay down your weapons. Don't take that path because Haiti needs tranquility. Haiti needs to be in peace. peace has no price, and we will do whatever it takes to bring peace to Haiti.
So, Senator, my final question, and it's a very practical one, because I think we all do say the United States, for example, installed Ariel Henry as president, right? And we sort of understand that. But can you give me an example of how the United States wields that power? You've seen it from the inside. How does stuff like that actually happen in Haiti?
I think as any empire, United States has its interests. Americans are not here in Haiti to help Haitians. The embassy is in Haiti to make sure they protect American interests. It's up to the Haitians to defend their interests too, while accepting that we're dealing with a big empire. That's what we never do. Haiti has bad interlocutors. The problem is not the responsibility of America. America is an empire. That's what empire does. The problem is our leaders, our president, our prime ministers that don't have the gut to talk to the American and say, yes, I know you have your interests, but we too in Haiti, we have some interests, and we would like to ease the misery of our people. Please help us. Give us quality help. I think that's what America should do. Find other interlocutors. Accept that they were wrong. The path they took were wrong. And you will see everything will be okay.
But I'm asking you, like, when you were a senator, when you were chief of police, I mean, what does this American meddling look like? I mean, do they send, like, you know, the U.S. ambassador to talk to you and tell you this is what you need to do? Is that how it works?
Let me tell you a truth. Believe me, it's the truth. You cannot even be a police officer, a little police officer, if the embassy doesn't accept it, doesn't agree. Every promotion, we have to send the list of officers to the American embassy. That will say, okay. If you want to be prime minister, America has to say, okay, we accept it. If we want to put someone chief of police, America has to make sure it's there, guys. It's the truth. Everybody knows it. And you can ask any American official.
But when you were chief of police, you would have to send your promotions or your officers to the American embassy to get them approved. Like, you saw that with your own eyes.
And I live it. I had to have a meeting. It was a presidential order. Every week I had to be with some American guys and telling them what I'm doing.
Wow. Every week you sat with some American people.
Once a week, I sit with American officers from the American army, from the embassy to report. And it was not up to me. It was my president's order. It was my superior's order.
Wow. And they literally approved whether you could do something or not, whether you could take a decision or not.
Yeah, if they don't want you, they will say, okay, take him off. That's how it is. That's how it works in Haiti.
Wow. All right. Senator, this has been really great. I thank you very much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for your time. Please tell them we are not enemies. Tell them we want our people to only live with some kind of dignity, respect.
Okay.
That's all we want.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Aqui Philippe, nan insécurité. Aqui Philippe, ti peuple a qu'à manger. Aqui Philippe, moun yo pas respecté.